Hey, what's going on, fellas? Greetings from Dubrovnik, Croatia, and hopefully you can see a little bit of the Adriatic Sea behind me. I wanted to make a video. It's a little bit different than my um, normal format, a little bit more long form. So I hope you can bear with me. But it's in regards to male loneliness, and one of the things I've been thinking a lot about recently, since I've been doing all this solo travel, is that male loneliness is an obstacle that needs to be overcome. And for I know for a lot of guys, it's very difficult because we put ourselves in this. I would say probably this pressure to succeed, and being successful means that you have a lot of acquaintances or a lot of friends, and everyone's trying to uh, compete for your attention. And in some ways, that may be true, but in the reality of things, you're always going to have yourself, and that's it. Like that. At the end of the day, no matter what happens, you've got to have who you are as a person to guide you through difficult experiences. And loneliness is not a very comfortable emotion to deal with, but I've certainly encountered it quite a bit on tennis courts, and through matches, and feeling that sense of I'm not good enough. I don't feel like I'm achieving what I need to achieve, and those are all those emotions that are uncomfortable. You have to find a way to put those in a framework for yourself, and then confront them and move forward. And the way I've been doing this is that I've been doing solo travel. So much like in singles, where you're just by yourself on the court against your opponent. My opponent right now is loneliness, and I'm happy to say that since I've been doing this challenge for myself and going to these different countries, and being on my own, I've really learned a lot about myself, and I'm comfortable in my own skin. And as a person, especially as a man, when you can master that, when you can feel like you can do things on your own because you like hanging out with yourself, that's a sense of self mastery, and it eludes a lot of people because we are so desperate for that validation from someone else, that may have the same emotions as you have, but they're not willing to talk to you about them, or show you that, hey, I've been feeling lonely myself, but they won't ever take any steps to confront those feelings. And much like in my tennis career, whenever I felt uncomfortable, or I felt like I was not performing at a very high athletic level, I confronted that. And that was a lonely journey sometimes, because no matter how good my skill level was, I was playing for me, and it was something that was important to me. And I spent a lot of period of time in my life being alone, being lonely, feeling essentially worthless. That there was a great period of time where I didn't have any of that validation that I was seeking, and I had to throw all of that away. And I've since looked internally to myself and figured out why I feel these emotions with loneliness. And there's a big difference between being alone and being lonely. And loneliness is just that you are lacking some sort of external validation that you feel like is going to give you some understanding of yourself. But the only way that you can understand who you are as a person is to confront whatever is the most uncomfortable thing in your life, and just go and attack it head on. Let's say for me, the two primary factors have been tennis and solo travel. And solo travel has helped me quite a bit, because I give myself a lot of credit for when I do take that step out the door and realize, hey, I'm going to Croatia, a country I've never been to. Kind of nervous, but it's exciting as well, because there's so much history, and there's so much here. And since I've been throwing myself back in the fray over and over and over again, I've developed this sense of understanding about myself, and it's really changed my perception. So internally, I know I still have a lot of work to do, but that is the only journey that really matters. And for me, I've come to the understanding that the more work I do on myself to confront these emotions, the better I will be able to project out into the world and be that leader for myself. So instead of seeking someone to follow and to give me that, pat on the head, rub on the belly, so to speak, I have to be the leader. I'm the one going out and showing what can be done in life. And that's a very powerful journey for me. And obviously, I've still got a long way to go because I've set these little goals for myself and small challenges, but it's been helping. So, my advice for any men out there that are feeling alone or feeling like they don't fit in socially, you have to pick your path. And you just have to know that whatever everyone else is doing, you just have to pick a direction and just keep moving. Because the goal here is not to become a follower, not just to fall in with the party crowd or something that's superficial. When you become the leader of yourself and you're moving towards something, a goal, a direction, your energy level, your impact on life is going to be much greater than if you were just trying to be someone you're not really that type of person, and then getting all this superficial validation from the outside. So it's not easy. It is extremely difficult, especially for someone who's introverted like myself. But hopefully, my journey has helped you in some way, and I'm going to continue progressing and keep pushing myself to become better and keep doing these trips and keep going out on the tennis court on my own, going for runs, everything on my own to help build up that sense of confidence and that satisfaction within myself. And at the end of the day, I know that I built that for me, and I didn't base that on anybody else's opinion, because there's going to be a lot of people that like me. There's going to be a lot of people who don't like me. But at the end of the day, I have a mission that I have to do, and realize that going through this path, going to these countries by myself, that it's empowering. That's what a leader will do. A leader will take those uncomfortable emotions and realize, okay, what's my game plan from here? I have to move forward. So, as a step, if you are in this world where you're feeling alone or feeling like you're not measuring up, set a small goal, and you got to do something by yourself. So even if it's just going for a walk around the track, no music, no anything, just walk a couple laps on your own, or pick a place out, that even if it's in your town that you really haven't gone to a whole lot, and just go walk there by yourself. And then you can set a challenge and say, hey, I would like to talk to 3 people, just 3 people I've never met. And you never know what impact that can have on you. So, like I said, it's definitely not an easy journey, but it's a worthwhile journey. So keep progressing. I'll keep you updated as my journey is going forward as well. But I'm building up that inner warrior every day, knowing those uncomfortable emotions, especially with loneliness, and then attacking it, having a game plan, and moving forward. So reach out if you need anything, and I'll catch you in the next one.